Hello, welcome to SMOKO with MAURIEO, take 2. This is a practice for a mobile smoko when we're on the road, so I'm a bit concerned about the timing involved and how it's going to take. So first of all, one of the things I'm still going for a 3-course meal, but the third course might be a wee bit of a surprise, so we'll keep that for later. So first up, I'm going to go with a soup du jour, and the soup du jour is Italian minestrone, cup of soup. There. Now, these are the only soup du jours that I have, so it's not unusual. As you can see, I have a few little problems with my hands and things here. I'll just keep that there. So I put 2 packets in one of these noodle cups. I have another ingredient that sometimes I add. I usually add a couple of little knobs of butter onto the top of it, but that's okay. We've done it without that before. So there's our 2 in there like so, and they've got down over there. And so the green cup is the soup. So we'll take that off the heat and put that in there like that, right up to the top. Now that's way more than is recommended by the manufacturers, but this soup is got a noodle with it, so I'll just give that a bit of a stir, and now put that over there. Now these are best left, I like to leave these all for a good minimum of 15 minutes for them to thicken up and just really cook all the way through in these cups. So yep, so that's that one done there. We put that over there like that, and we'll put that up there. So that's the Italian minestrone. Oh, we're not, there we go, a bit of a head of steam up. Okay, so that's at about 2 minutes in, and there we go, nice little thing. So now we'll get the next one in, which is this beef faux, but I like to have it in the bigger cup there and let it go. So this is my favorite trident here. It even comes with a little fork, but I never use that, and a couple of little things there, and then I flip the noodles in there like that. Now these noodles are a rice noodle, so they're very, very nice. And then we open the I don't know what we call this, the condiments bag. Nice pair of scissors here. Okay, and flip that out, it comes. Okay, like that, and yep, put that over there in the rubbish pile. Now this one here, I like to try and just put it on top there like that. It's an oily substance, so just gives it a little bit of heat, makes it come out of the packet a little bit better. And yep, so we cut the top off this. I try not to cut the top right off, so then I don't have any loose bits. And there we go. Put that in there like that. Okay, that over there, and then grab the oily bit here. Oh, that's nice and viscous. Nice, just warmed up a little bit. And there we go. Okay, put that in there like that. I hope I've got enough water. A bit more comes out of there. It's a black tarry liquid, the faux. I think it's beef broth or something. There's still little bits left in there, but generally that's coming out of there nicely. And then we flip the lid. Alrighty, and fill her up, like so, and put the lid on there, and then next up, so that's the beef faux there, Italian minestrone soup there, and then here we have the Moz 42 cup with a tea bag in there. I'm going to put a little bit of, hopefully there's enough. Yep, just enough, perfect. So we'll turn this off. Okay, obviously we could have more water and a little bit of milk. This is soy milk. Yes, I can be a bit of a soy boy at times. I like to stay away from the dairy if I can. At work, of course, I don't have the option, so I have a little bit. I've actually come to like the taste of this particular one, this sanitarium product. Good soy, so good. It's so good. So yeah, so that's right. So now we just got to let those things steep a little bit and yeah, get into it. But here we've got the old good old cup of tea here. So yeah, there we go. So that's well, that's the one I'm going to trial. Obviously, it's a good basic one to give it a crack, so to speak, and then we can move on from there. So yeah, it's on the roll now. I did Moz. I see he uses the jet boil, and I thought, oh, that sounds like a blooming good idea, the jet boil. And I've seen Moz use it to good effect in his smokos. But I mean, to be fair, he travels on a motorcycle, so space in that is limited. Whereas I've got be going with the RAV4. I don't think I'll be. Oh, I suppose I could flick a few things in a pack and go, but probably not that far. And yeah, so I've got this here which I can flip out and get at a picnic table somewhere, I'm sure, and yeah, get things going. So there we go, top cup of tea. My tea of choice is the English breakfast tea. Well, any tea really except Earl Grey. I don't know, I just hate Earl Grey quite a lot. I don't know, with a vengeance, is it? You can hate it with a vengeance. So yeah, Earl Grey is not my cup of tea. I don't like the bergamot that's contained in it, the good old Earl Grey. So I'm just waiting for these things to you know, just to get up to what I consider the right temperature. So I like to leave them for 10 to 15 minutes. So yeah, as I've said, so we're waiting for that, and here we go. Here's yeah, we're all done with the gas thing. A little bit of panic set in. I couldn't find the gas burner, and my wife had gone out shopping, and I wanted to start SMOKO with MAURIEO. It's round about 5. It's fading light. It's getting dark around 5:30ish now. As we head into the shortest day, it's only a month away, around the 20th of June, and then the days will start getting longer. So yes, it's been getting very dark quite early. So I did want to get started. Now I had thought that I'd put the burner, what am I calling it? The Travel Mate 2 stove from Gasmate. I think they're about $20, these things. I thought I'd put it in the shed, but on first look I couldn't see it, and I thought, oh, maybe it's in a cupboard inside, because we'd taken it away on our trip, down a road trip, at Christmas time, but I never got it out of the box, so to speak. I don't think I even ever made a cup of tea with it. So yeah, I thought it might be there, but no, I couldn't find it there. So I had a second look on the shed, and I'd actually put it away on a shelf, and managed to locate the gas, some spare gas there, and the old whistling kettle. So yeah, for years we actually just had one of those that we put on the stove, but we've gone all electric now. Well, the stove was electric too. So yeah, so finally I found it, and I'm a bit worried about, you know, the time, because I've only got half an hour here. So I actually filled it up with hot water, and it boiled within about 2 minutes. So yes, but I think I might have said, according to my old boss, Arthur Tideman, the tea probably not as good as because I've been using it with the pre-boiled water. So it takes all the air or something out of it and makes it not so good for cups of tea and things. So yes, so it's just about coming up time for the soup course, the start of the soup. So we just started with a cup of tea just to well, I don't know, cleanse the palate, shall we say, and coming up now, well, it's been a good 10 minutes at least, perhaps a little bit longer. So yes, I did find it in the shed and got it out here, and then you'll see at the front of the video, which I've possibly sped up a little bit, that I had to re-familiarise myself with the rules for the little burners. But these burners are, yeah, they're pretty good. Pretty good. Take them out, and you can do all sorts of things with one burner. You know, maybe some sausages, perhaps, and bacon and eggs or something like that. Cup of tea. Yeah. So a lot of potential there for a bit of a smoko on the run. So yeah, I sort of, I guess the smoko phenomenon could take off if anyone wants to, you know, do their own, set them up a little bit of smoko and go to some nice location and, yeah, film a bit of a video, have a bit of a chat, tell us what's going on and what have you. So, yeah, have another sip of tea. And let's get the, probably a little bit early, but for the sake of, you know, for the sake of the movie, for the sake of the thing, I'll get into this Italian minestrone soup here. Sometimes I put knobs of butter on it. So what we get here is a little crust of noodles. Now there is a pot noodle one of these, like when I say pot noodle, it's in one of these pots. And I tried it a couple of days ago, and it's got extra noodles in it. Now I've never really seen the like of these particular noodles, as they seem to cook really quickly. Yeah, that's my favourite. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 or 8 peas in there. 7 or 8, yeah. And the ubiquitous pieces of corn. I'll see you later, Mr. Corn. Given that these bits of corn have been freeze-dried and nuclear radiated and irradiated with God knows what, they'll probably go straight through the system and not release any nutrients at all. This is just a little too hot, actually, for me. Just a little bit too hot. It just needs to get to a temperature where it, you know, is drinkable. But so How's the week been? Well, been bloody busy. Full 5-day week. Takes a little bit of getting used to. And I've got, weather-wise, it was great. It was good weather-wise. Lots of things going on. And, yeah, sort of busy. Days went really quickly, although I didn't get had a few plans to get a few bits and pieces done, but didn't eventuate. So, yes, fairly typical. I was out in the field every day. Yesterday, Monday, Tuesday, out in the field every day. I'm planning for a big day this week on Tuesday. It's the Engineering in Action Day at Wintec. So we take all of these are from the schools for their students, possibly year 11, 12, 13, possibly 12, 13 in that area. And we introduce them to engineering jobs. So a number of our industry partners or industries in our town open up various factories, construction sites, and that sort of thing for these students. So they'll go to 1 in the morning. They might go to a construction site in the morning to get a good idea of perhaps civil engineering. And then in the afternoon, they'll go to an electrical or a mechanical sort of workplace. So they might go to a, fabrication shop, see something being fabricated out of steel or what have you. Or they might go to, one of our key things in this area is Gallagher's. They make electric fences and security stuff. So they might go there and see what's going on there. A number of our students have actually worked there previously and come to us for further study. So, so they get a mix of engineering, and in the interim between morning and afternoon, they come into us for a bit of a show where we tell them what we do and give them a little bit of an experience of the Wintec way and what have you, and give them all, a little bit of experience. So, it's quite good. So I'm sort of, as part of the small events team for SEED, the Centre for Engineering and Industrial Design, I'm sort of helping to coordinate things and get things in the right place at the right time. So hopefully it all goes well, and we have a good and successful day. And the students, well, perhaps get a little closer to finding out, what they might want to do in their lives or after school, or they might come to us for a little bit further study and what have you. It's almost at the right temperature. Almost. But the noodles, beef pho with rice noodles, that should be just spot on. So, yeah. Ooh. Still a bit hot. Might have a few issues with the roof of the mouth over the next few days. So just got to let it cool down a little bit. Still some nice noodles on the top. That's what the spoon's for. Well, starting to be just right. Yeah. So that's what happened last week, and a little bit of a heads up for this week. I'll be busy this week as well. my students should largely finish their practical GPS, and then we'll be starting into writing the reports associated around them. So in surveying, essentially a day in the field typically generates a day in the office, so got to get them used to that. And I've been working away on exam related stuff as well. So this weekend I've had quite a lot of work to do. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that I'll get work done. I spend a lot of time procrastinating, not doing the work, and yes, quite a bit of time yes, contemplating the work. But I did get stuck in this afternoon and got a good a few blocks done on using the Pomodoro method, the tomato method. So I did a few 25-minute blocks, which yeah, got me going pretty well. So, but I haven't got out and looked at my lawns at all. So I might just take the lid off this here, as we need to possibly. Oh, that's very hot as well. So maybe just let that get out to the air. So that's the noodles. I'm just going to bring them up there like that. So I may not have enough time to eat all this. I may have to eat it off screen, but as you can see there, yeah, we can do something with that, and then I can leave that. Meanwhile, have a sip of tea. I think I've got too much. I had planned to have some ginger nuts as well. The smoking is tending, you know, turning into a whole afternoon of meal. But yes, we have got a fair bit there for this one. But yes. All right. So a bit of tomato soup. Maybe I should leave that for later, as because we're getting down on time. So here's the noodles, the faux noodles, and these are a law unto themselves, the noodles. I don't know whether it's me or I'm not leaving them long enough, but let's turn off the science here. But I think the water cooked in this kettle here seems to hold its heat a lot longer than the electric jug. I don't know. I can't understand the science behind that. But there we go, the faux noodles, beef faux, and these Systema noodle cups are, they're good. I like them. They're a good size. I really like the faux. It's great because not only do you get a nice good feed of noodles, although I would like a few more noodles actually. But the faux is a very drinkable broth. Yeah, very nice. So you can really try that. So these are the Trident brand. They're made in New Zealand, I think, but here we are. So yep, we're just trialing away our SMOKO, mobile SMOKO. So I could pack all this up into a box quite easily, I think, and take it out on the road, film a little bit of SMOKO. It doesn't get any better than this. So you'll notice here I've got my microphone, which is my little smart mic. Here by now I've forgotten who they're by now. Smart mic. Is the name of the people that I got one of these. It's a Bluetooth microphone, so it's Bluetoothing to my phone, and I'm using their app to film this. It films a lot better with the app than if I use my phone and use the camera on that and use this microphone. It seems to go quite a lot better with the app that goes with it. So yeah, it's a good little bit of kit, nice and small. I haven't had too much trouble with it. I haven't had any trouble with it, to be honest. But yeah, so that's what we're filming with today. And I was thinking I could just get a cheap old microphone and put this inside it, and you know, use it as a, you know, to interview people. There's a guy on TikTok who's a hairdresser, and he's got something similar attached to an old electric razor, and uses that as his microphone, which is, yeah, bit of fun. So yeah, so we're getting down. There's going 26 minutes. So there. I'll maybe finish those up a bit later on as perhaps as they cool down. But, yeah, very nice little combo there. Bit of soup, probably for a smoko, you know, one's probably enough. Now I had planned to have an even third course, but obviously time would not allow that. So and I have publicised that this is a practice for going on the road, so we'll see how that goes. So as I say, I had planned to get some ginger nuts, which I profiled a couple of weeks ago in one of my episodes, and finish off with those. And my cup of tea here, of course, in the Moz 42 cup. I wonder if I'm a bit loath to challenge people, but if Desmond Donders, if you're watching this, Desmond's Donders, perhaps you could, I don't know, you might not want to call it smoko, it might be morning tea or afternoon tea, but yeah, something similar might be been interesting as we can compare notes. But anyway, I had asked my wife to get some ginger nuts for me when she was out getting some stuff, but she arrived home a little late. She did send me a text and ask me, and I thought, oh, I'll go without the ginger nuts. But she came home with the groceries just as I was about to start here, and she had with her a little bar of chocolate, a little bar of Cadbury's Dairy Milk, one of my favourite treats of all time, the little bar of chocolate. So I'm going to just have a couple of little bits of chocolate at the end of my thing here. Oh, Howie Jones might like to do a bit of a smoko, or the Canadian version of it out there. Yankees Outdoor Adventures as well. If you're watching, no pressure, but yeah, maybe, you know, feel free to tag. So, yep, I'm finishing it off with a little bar of chocolate. Half an hour's my thing. I haven't had enough time to get through everything, but I think, yeah, I think we can go out to a location on a nice day and set up the gear and do some filming for sure. And yeah, I wonder what wonderful things will happen. I'm hoping something bloody marvellous. Meanwhile, I'm left here to tidy up all this. I've got soup to finish, noodles to do, cup of tea and a bar of chocolate. So I might be a wee while. I might be some time and then I've got to tidy it all up. So, cheers. Thanks for joining me. You've all been bloody marvellous. Bye.